Good morning. It is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. And yes, I'm a little out of the screen right now for Bed Talk number 160. I wanted you to read what's up here. It says, failure is an option. Failure is an option. You know, this phrase, failure is not an option, became famous in the Apollo 13 movie. And it's an important moment in history. And in that time, that fit perfectly. And it speaks to this idea that there are times that we just can't allow ourselves to fail. But unfortunately, that has become a mantra for many of us that we literally go through our day saying, failure is not an option. And in fact, sometimes it's conscious, but a lot of times it's unconscious. And I want to remind you that not only is failure an option, it's often required. And it doesn't mean we have to fail all the time, but we live in a culture where we spend so much effort trying not to fail, not just to be perfect, but we are so committed to this idea that we can't let failure happen, because if it does, then we may perceive ourselves as a failure. Someone else will see us as a failure. But the truth is, everybody on the planet, every leader I've ever met has talked at some point about how important it is to learn to fail. We had a podcast guest a couple of weeks ago. His podcast will be coming out this week, so look out for it. From a gentleman by the name of Cameron Campbell. He goes by Coach Cam. And he said, so many people have learned to quit, but very few people have learned to fail. Let me say that again. He said, so many people have learned to quit, but they have to learn to fail. And that's what I want you to think about. Where are you holding back? Where are you playing small? Where are you not getting out of your comfort zone? Where are you doing it the way you've always done it? Where are you withholding and focused on safety? The safety being, we can't fail. I can't fail here. So I'm going to take small steps, small risks, small decisions. And I also want you to think about how many times in your life, objectives you had that you didn't achieve, and go back and think about them and wonder, is it because you gave it all? You gave it all and it didn't work? Or did you give part of it and it came up short? This is a big shift, because I think most of us want to think about this idea that failure is not an option. And yet we've learned for ourselves and from others that failure is essential. Every person I've ever met, including myself, said, you say, where did you learn the most? I learned the most when I failed, not just in the failure, but what we took from that failure. A friend of mine many years ago said to me, failure is not the issue. Getting knocked down is not the issue. You got to keep getting up. And I think that's not even accurate, because what I've learned over life is that when I get knocked down, getting back up is resilience, but getting back up is grit and determination. But what matters the most is, what do I pick up with me when I get back up? What did I learn about myself? What did I learn about others? What did I learn about relationships and leadership? So I'm here to tell you, embrace more failure in your life. You will have more success because of your willingness to fail. You will have more joy, more satisfaction, and here's the biggie, more impact. So get rid of that phrase, failure is not an option. Embrace that failure is not only an option, it is a necessity. That's it for today. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you, and I'll be back here tomorrow.